Hello, welcome back to the continuing adventures of Applejack as she treks through the dungeon. I'm trying to employ one more idea that I've had, the long list of ideas to improve the quality of these recordings, and hopefully something that will begin to deal with the lag issue. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but we'll find out together, and hopefully it shouldn't impact the quality of the recording and the playthrough at all. Where last we left off, I had a very lackluster Crypt 5. Lackluster as in there was nothing much going on there, no serious threats or enemies. And I cleared it out pretty easily, and I can't tell whether it was so easy because I was so strong or so easy because it was actually easy. Whatever the reason, though, I was happy for the experience. I noticed when rewatching the video, however, that I completely left this ruined cloak behind, without so much as even looking to see what it was, and that, obviously did not strike me right, so let's go back for it now. It'll be easier to look for cloak. And near starving and starving aren't the same thing. And what do we got here? It is preservation, and I spoke about this in a previous vid where I exclaimed that +5 slaying bonus versus preservation is a tough choice, but not that tough, especially since I'm already wearing an amulet of conservation for its dex bonus. So yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to stick with what I got already. No need for the preservation. Whoa, what was this? It's a huge area of the dungeon blocked off that, well, it's not worth fighting a crucible to get there anyway. Alright, so Applejack at level 23, pretty broad skills, working on maxing out some of these stats at this point, wearing some redonkulously good gold dragon armor and centaur boarding, though still not rocking any good gloves, not rocking any runed gloves, not wearing any runed helmet. There's apparently a runed visored helmet that I ignored as well. Wow, it's a good thing that I'm doing my checks right now, otherwise I would have been going without these. Intelligence. It's worth 3 intelligence, which is a pretty useless stat for me, to be completely honest. The only reason to keep intelligence as a berserker is so that you don't die from it going to actual 0. I'll wear this helmet, but I'm really looking for a better helmet at this point. In fact, my other helmet is worth 1 extra AC, so yeah. So it's actually the better one. Let's go ahead and ditch the intelligence helmet for the time being. If ever I decide to wear a different cloak, this helmet might become useful again, but that's a long ways off to be planning this far in advance. And we can ditch the Wand of Frost since I have the Wand of Cold. Didn't accidentally pick up any scrolls that I need to read, did I? No. Okay, good. Okay, so where to next? We have 2 runes, need 3. Cleared out Crypt for some easy EXP. There's the shoals, which we could always attempt, and then there's the I guess I could do the Hall of Blades, but there's no point in doing that. You generally don't get much experience in that hall because of ruined weapons that turn out to have draining capacity on them. Attempting the slime pits would kind of be quasi-suicidal. You know what I should do is I should just do the main dungeon for a while. I haven't done that in a while. And it could be beneficial, since I only ever hit floor 17, to just dig deeper a little bit. So, without further ado, let's go deeper. And right off the bat, we've got a super slime in the making and a spider. Let's beat up the spider, let the slimes combine to 1 level, and then pummel them. Gotta love the centaur speed, man. I can chase down my foes, canter style. What occurs to me, preservation. I'm gonna start using that when Amulet of Resist Mutation becomes important. Probably. Staying out of direct sight of the Ogre Mage until I'm ready to deal with it. Not sight, but line of fire. And are you kidding me? I literally was just making the right tactics to avoid this. I've been abyssed 3 or 4 times this game by friggin' Ogre Mages, man. It's irritating as hell. It's a big part of the reason why I don't play the newest version yet, is the survivable abyss versus the non-survivable abyss. Technically speaking, I could have used a little bit more tough tactic. I could have used the invisibility, not invisibility, I could have used resist magic, Trog's Hand, the moment I saw an Ogre Mage, but I wasn't even in striking range of the Ogre Mage, quite frankly. Got a lucky hit on me. The big fear I have is getting a really dangerous mutation, of which there are many potential dangerous mutations, while I'm here, since I lack any means of dealing with it. See if I can't kill Profane Servitor under the Umbra. I've already faced one in the tomb, so I know I have the strength, but I'm fairly sure I berserked last time, and I'd like to do it without this time. I can and did. Actually, given the degree of threats I can deal with, maybe I should just hang out here and get the rune. Kill the smoke demon, please. Just, they irritate me something fierce. I don't have any spells, and that includes a dig spell. Ooh, Octopode. Don't see them outside of the Abyss, or even in the Abyss very often. I don't see them outside of player characters. You don't see very many of them. Oh god, that's a Bardige. He's forcing me to come to him. But yeah, I am mowing my way through these guys. I'm gonna hang around here for a little while, actually. I mean, I guess I'm stuck here till I get an exit, but I'm seriously considering sticking around at this point. If I had a means of resist mutation, I'd feel a little bit more confident. Because that's my big fear. You get mutated, and you can't do anything about it. Oh, Crystal Golem. These guys are powerful creatures. Worth 1% of a level up all by himself at this point. And that's saying something considering that I'm level 23. Come on, auto-travel me. Okay, Executioner. Pain? What's doing pain to me? I guess he's capable of casting pain as an executioner. That's impressive. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the Abyss. There was always a potential of super dangerous multi-torment scenarios happening. But in general, it doesn't seem to be going that bad for me right now. It seems like my average scenario is pretty good. Let's go ahead and eat the rations I pick up as I pick them up. Rotting Demon, Orange Devil. You abominations are just abominable. And Trog likes it when I kill these guys, so that's good. I'll be keeping my Trog piety nice and high. There's some gods where most of the enemies in Pandemonium, for example, don't give you piety, and it's just a steady drain on your piety to be there the longer you're there. Oh, let's grab that gold. But yeah, things are going pretty swimmingly. I'm not gonna lie to you. As much as I didn't want to go to the Abyss, I clearly am not unsuited for handling it. Working myself into a corner. I just got remote teleported by this enemy. Hellwing, is it? I wonder if he has Malmutate. I always get confused as to which of the demons have which of the abilities. Ooh. New scroll. That's very cool. And while being on fire is always bad, getting into the water with it can stall the effect. Holy Word, Vorpalize, or Vulnerability. Regardless which it is, I don't want to use one now. Vorpalize will be useless to me for the rest of the game. Holy Word can potentially do AoE damage to all undead on a screen. Or unholy creatures, I should say, on a screen. So, useful. Do I have an evocable blink anywhere in the game? No, I just have the scroll. This is why I carry the Ring of Levitation with me, for precisely this scenario. Feel very buoyant. Alright, let's put on the real ring. I think I'm running the Strength Dex Fire ring in general, because Strength and Dex are useful against all enemies, whereas Fire is only helpful or harmful against a small subset. Get rid of the orange brain. I'm pretty sure it does mass summons. New area of the abyss. So far so good. Let's see what else there is to see. Ooh, a Screechy demon. Hey Screech, you dead. Yeah, apparently the orange demons screech. But yeah, until it gives me an exit, I don't have a choice to make. But even if it does give me an exit, maybe I should just hang out here, deal with whatever. Because think of it this way: the alternative is I need a rune, so I level up some more, and eventually I decide I, a non-ranged character, am going to go to the abyss or to the shoals. Shit, just got mutated. But yeah, I, a non-character, I'm going to go to the shoals with no range because I don't have any spellcasting ability. Of course, just saying that out loud makes me like wonder how dumb I'm being, because being in the abyss is pretty much never going to be preferable to being in the shoals. Anyway, I'm following the standard strategy at this point for getting the rune in the abyss, which is kill as many turns as you can, since killing turns will hasten the speed at which it increases the probability with every turn spent in the abyss that the rune will eventually generate in the next step you take. Grab me a chunk and eat it. Necrophage, kill it. I was at 23-ish% and on entering. I've gained about 50% EXP, 40% XP to the next level up, which is good. All these guys can't mutate me. There are twin bone dragons, so oh hey, awesome! My mutation made me berserk at exactly the right time. And what I'm doing here is getting in a few berserk hits against the big guy, the bone dragon, and then killing off a small guy to maintain the berserk length as long as possible. Gotta get out of sight of as much as possible on account of I will be horribly unready for fights. Okay, there we go. No! I tried to get out of the way, but it cursed me. Or mutated me. Apparently it added another stack to my metabolism speed, which sucks. Applejack's a hungry pony. A very hungry pony. And there's another one. Minus 10%. Just peachy. What's next? I mean, that's MP at least, so, you know, not a big deal. If it had been health, I would have been much more upset. Legendary deck of cards. Okay, now I'm just trapped in the middle of everywhere. There's nothing I can do but get hit by these. So let's run away. And hope that the Nekok follows me around. Apparently it doesn't really need good line of sight either, because it shot through the deep dwarf to do that one. Well, my worst fears have already been realized. I now have polymutation on me. Given that I have polymutation, I might as well hang out here longer. There's no real reason for me to be scared of getting one mutation on my perfect form when I already have 4. And once I eventually get the means to remove mutations, it's just as easy to remove 6 as it is to remove 2. Alright. Because this is taking too long. Berserk. And eat a bread ration. I should cure out of the poison, but I don't feel like it. I'll just wait it out. Okay. At this point, I'm beginning to get nervous about the potential for the rune to actually spawn and me not notice, so I'm turning on auto pickup for runes. Mercifully, the game actually forces a pause if you find the exit, so I will notice. The rune, I'm pretty sure it does so as well, but I have missed it in the past, so, you know, there's that. No, not again. Switch to levitation. Evoke levitation. Got all the turns in the world to make it work. Pick up fire. Replace levitation. You know, I held onto that levitation ring for half the game, more than half the game, for specifically this exact situation. And who would have known that's exactly, I mean, that it actually panned out exactly the way I was worried it would. Me getting trapped somewhere and needing to levitate up in order to get on with my game. No, man, this mutation's gonna kill me. This combination of rapid hungering and inadvertent berserking because of my mutations is just draining my food capacity. There's only so much food I carry with me at a time, after all. Smoke actually helps more than it hurts. Maybe there's gonna be a gap in the wall. Nope, no gap. Why are there allied? Yeah, I got no explanation for how they showed up. Okay, there's a gateway out of the abyss, but at this point I made up my mind. I have decided I'm going for the Abyss rune as opposed to the Shoals rune, especially now that I've gotten heavily mutated already, and there's like, that thing that I was worried about happened, so now I'm not worried about anything. So thanks, but no thanks, Crawl. I'm in here for the long haul. And sure enough, it no longer is offering me an exit. Though, you better not mutate me further, you asshole. No, don't want to move next to lava while confused. I'll heal. Level up. Strength for sure. Remember, I'm trying to get my strength high enough that I can remove the ring of strength permanently. Oh man, I bet you that's a fantastic axe. It's a glowing executioner's axe. It's exactly the kind of axe that I would normally be looking for and hoping would be like anti-magic or something, so that I could use it to seal orbs of fire rapidly. Another mutation, less energetic, just minus 20% MP. Let's go ahead and grab and eat that pear. Eat the Snozcumber. How are we doing for runes? Have not found it yet. Okay. Mace, more cash. Get out of the way of the Hellwings. Now charge them down. However, something bad happened. Oh, telly status, that's what happened. Okay. Well, if I'm tellied, I might as well wait for that to kick in. That guy's just got a good angle, no matter how you race it. Alright, charge you down. Charge you down. Good God, there's a lot of you guys. Yeah, who cares, you're just a giant. Actually, you leave a corpse, don't you? Can't eat it, but... No, that's a feed on intellect moment. So at this point, my intelligence is down 8 points. This is a good time to restore abilities. Or, you can eat a real jelly, which is both restore abilities and food. So we'll do that. It also lightens the load I'm carrying, which is a side benefit. Oh god, that's a Hell Sentinel. That's an actual legitimately scary enemy. Let's get out of the way. I wonder if he'll attack with Hellfire if I'm adjacent to... Yes, he will. He'll shoot them just as happily as he'd shoot anyone else. I'm gonna Berserk and take him on. And take him out, apparently. Probably the Berserk was unnecessary, I don't know. You know, if he wouldn't attack his own allies, that would have been a fantastic little ploy to use against him. Keep the Oftefdebusses as meat shields. Right. This is like practice for Zot, honestly, at this point. I'm facing enemies that can do all sorts of nasty things to me, blow me up with fire, mutate me, serious direct damage. The only thing that's not here are Ancient Liches and Orbs of Fire, which is Zot 5 rather than Zot in general. Oh man, another exit. Seriously, just give me the rune. I want to get out of here. Another exit. That's 3 exits and altar, but no rune. Maybe I should just get out. Oh, brainworm zombie, or not zombie, just brainworm. Let's just. Berserkeritis. It's very likely to get me killed since I'm a primary melee fighter, which means I do often intentionally go into melee with creatures for long periods of time. The last thing I want is to, oh, then I berserked and now I'm dead because I didn't want to berserk. I wasn't ready to deal with the fallout. Remember, whenever you berserk, you need to have a plan for how you're going to get out of it, or how you're going to survive the all-in. It's like going all-in in poker. It's not that you can't go all-in. You totally can, but and you can go all in more than once in a game. I mean, you can go all in without planning for it to be the last thing you do, even. But you need to have a good game plan whenever you choose to go all in, because it could be the last thing you do. Oh man, that's a mutation 1.5 waiting to happen between the eyes and... Okay, they're throwing exits to the abyss at me at this point, so... If I die, it's going to be kind of embarrassing how many times I've had the opportunity to get out and didn't. Oh, let's see. Boom! Charge down. Burn. Move on. Bone Dragon. So I have gotten, went from 24 with about 20 or 30% to the next level, to 24 with about 30% to the next level, hanging out here. I've leveled up once. And all I had to do is suffer 3-4 mutations for it. My understanding is the more mutated you are, the more resistant you become to mutate further mutation, as in it becomes less and less likely that you're going to get mutated again. And so while there's no official cap, basically beyond 20 mutations doesn't happen very... Ooh, Ancient Lich. He knows I'm here, right? Good. So he'll come at me? Oh man, I'm confused. No, I don't want to move while I'm confused next to deep water. No, you know what? Cure out of it. Cure out of it again. That's only 3 times in a row he did it. He still denied me 9% of my experience to the next level, so that was ballsy. Good job on his part. And he took away 3 of my potions of curing, but he died in 2 hits. So bottom line, I no longer feel unconfident in my ability to fight Ancient Liches. I could just go on and beat the game, hopefully with Applejack. Good old berserker that she is. If I could get rid of all these mutations I have, it'd be even better. And then find an amulet of resist mutation so that I don't get more, and then, you know, tackle my way out of here. Alright, now what? Body is deteriorating. Okay. So I've got another malmutation on my ass. Wait, that's a door. Doors don't belong in the abyss. The hell is this? It's a tormentor. So ideally not want to be in line of sight too long. A siren chants her haunting song while floating above a pit of fire. Okay. So this is definitely a case of wanting to know how to levitate so that I can evoke levitation. Kill the siren. Grab the rune. Oh, crap. Can I stop levitating? Thank God. Okay. So I've paid in blood for how brazen I was in attempting to do the Abyss without resist mutation by being mutated almost 7 times. I've skipped the exit to the Abyss repeatedly as well, so that I have nobody to blame but myself for this outcome. But I have picked up the 3rd rune without having to risk my life to ranged attacks from the shoals, which is nice. And with any luck, I will find a new exit to the Abyss shortly and get out of here. Then we can work on finding Cure Mutation Potion, eventually. Maybe in a store somewhere, I don't know. Maybe we can clear Elf for it. That'd be hilarious. Ooh, wonder what that's gonna be. ID the ring. Hell, while we're at it, ID the deco. It's a deca defense. Whatever. Oh, man. Oh. We're trapped. Oh, come on. What are you gonna mutate me into now, asshole? Nothing. Okay, good. I did also level up. That's nice. And that hasn't gone away yet either, which is, you know, I would totally have for it to have happened by now. What with all of the draining effects that exist and that I've been subjected to. But I'm very much on autopilot at this point. There's very few enemies I've faced that require me to do anything other than auto fight and or hide behind a corner then auto fight. Scroll of Acquirement, that's a definite keeper. We'll ditch any number of things in order to get that. Let's ditch... Oh hell, let's just read this unknown scroll. Jabberwock, fine. How are we doing for wands? Wand of Heal Wounds is one of 5 possibilities. So not particularly helpful. There's a lot of jewelry available and none of it I want in particular. There's the Always Acquire Armor mantra that I could go for, and that might give me some good gloves. But more likely it'll give me something I already have better than, given that I have 3 that I really like. Yeah, I'm gonna acquire armor. Always acquire armor is the mantra for a reason. It is a glowing barding of cold resistance, nonetheless. Which actually I think works really nicely because, yep, it rounds out my resistances better than I was getting. I lose the See Invisible property, which is helpful. So, you know, that's something I don't want to lose. But it's potentially enchantable up to +4, which would make it a superior piece of armor in general. All told, I'm going to keep my old one, though. Probably. Certainly for the moment, See Invisible can potentially keep me alive against certain types of enemies in this place that, since I don't have the time to go find a ring of See Invisible, I don't have the luxury of grabbing my ring of See Invisible. Yeah. I'm not going to bother with switching it out yet. And I can't exactly take on and off barding quickly. It takes a long time to switch your bardings. It's not a hot swap ring slot. Come on, come on. You got something to eat, right? Good. That body deterioration is going to keep costing me 1 of every stat, and it's going to suck. Because my strength is balanced on the edge of a knife to be sufficient right now. Of course, I think I have somewhere in the vicinity of 7 restorability potions, so I am making a big deal out of nothing at this point. By the time this becomes relevant in the game, I'll probably be able to drink non-stop recovery. See, there goes 8 restorabilities. Ha ha ha. Alright. And another region of the Abyss. Alright, you know what? You guys just keep making me money then. That's fine with me. You know what? We're gonna eat... No, not those. Yes, we're gonna eat these chocos right off the ground. Apparently I have no item slots left, so yeah. Ruined dagger. Or an artifact dagger. Let's see if it doesn't have a... I was about to say I don't want to get banished to the Abyss, but obviously it's not going to banish me to the Abyss. It is vampiric, which means if it has a hotspot blink effect, it still is useless to me. Oh yeah, and I'm playing unarmed, like, completely, so I can't do that. Your body is deteriorating. I think I just got a level 2 of the deterioration effect. Yep, deterioration 2. That's what I just got. Man, and it's all the same one goddamn enemy. That pink enemy has done all of this to me. Nekoxek. Neck his Oxek. Man, his guy is getting turn after turn to stab me with his halberd and not doing any damage. That's fantastic. I mean, I could have, if it was relevant, I could have switched to a my levitation and tried to get out of range, but clearly it wasn't relevant. Alright, new ID scroll. Scroll of Tormented I'm not taking because I have no way of resisting torment myself. Kick the Simulacrum. Orange. New God Gift. Beat up the Draconian Shifter. Hell, beat all of you guys up. That's not all of you. Send more men. Send more men. That's all of you. Apparently somebody left a cloak behind. Well, yeah, unless it's an artifact cloak. I have already turned down preservation, so clearly it's not going to be superior to what I'm wearing. Alright. Hunger is beginning to really add up here, so hopefully I get something edible soon. If not, I may just have to dig into my own rations again. Which, incidentally, have been constantly replenishing in the Abyss, because all it takes is a couple rations for an herbivore like myself to get serious nutritional benefit. Come on, open a door to me to fight these guys. Brainworm zombie is dead. Oh, that was the corpse I needed and I just sacked it. Oh well, here's a bread ration. That should quiet down the... Iron Dragon knocks me into the pool. Nice. Right. You know, I found a lot of altars right up until the point where I needed... or exits right up until the point where I needed one. Then they all just seem to vanish at the same time. It's almost like, dare I say it, the game fucking hates me. Alas, I'm just complaining too much, honestly. I mean, I'm actually a little bit entertained with the fact that as scared as I am of mutations, and I have a good reason to be, I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mutations done by Nekoxek while I was been in the Abyss. And, quite frankly, none of them are actually that dangerous or game-breaking for me. I mean, Berserkeritis is the closest one on that list to, oh my god, this could kill you. Just throw remove curse at everything I've got on right now. I don't know how many times I've been cursed and carry too many of those scrolls as it is. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for the later you get sent to the Abyss, the less dangerous it is. Because right now I'm obviously more than capable of taking it on, and if I just had that resist mutation ability, I would be even more so. Alright, come on, abominations, hellwings, imps. Another fucking imp. Abomination, dead, teleportation, lit me on fire. Is there any nearby pool of water I can get to? Doesn't matter. Thanks to the conservation effect. Okay, that's my way out. Let's not futz around with getting out. We're just gonna go ahead and use the Wand of Digging to save me 3 turns of swapping rings. And then out we get. Oh, right. This is what sent me there. A single Ogre Mage. I've been abyssed by Ogre Mages so many times this run alone. It's kind of disturbing. Applejack's impression of Ogre Mages must be a little bit skewed after all that's happened to her. But yeah, my plan to clear out dungeon floors for a while has now shifted, because I apparently now possess all of the keys to getting into Zot itself, and the confidence that once I'm there, I'll be fine. So, you know what that means is we're just gonna the only reason I'm clearing floors at all right now, as opposed to just making a beeline for the Zot realm, is because I'm hoping to get rid of some of the mutations on me. While none of them are game-breaking, they are all irritating. You'll notice that my health is has reached a truly ridiculous 250-ish now. That's like on the level of what dragons get, quite frankly. And yeah, and I'm still striking with brutal strength and efficiency, while maintaining all of the official rules that I started this run with, including no magic and berserker must be berserker, not a fighter, and all unarmed combat. In fact, I don't even recall using the whip, which was an exceptional allowance I made given Applejack's rope skills. And in fact, this is a pure melee run, and it's unarmed combat run, and it's been going fantastically well. I think this floor is about cooked at this point. Yeah, and I've been in the Abyss floors, so clearly these floors aren't going to be that much more scary, if at all. All the corpses rotted. Oh well. Let's just quickly find something more to eat so that I don't leave my I don't start hungry next time I start. But this is Applejack, and she's been doing fantastic. Oh god, when did I get rotten? I didn't even notice. This is Applejack, and she's on floor 19. She's got 3 runes and still fighting. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.